What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I got a special one here. So my buddies Antonio and More Trades, they ended up dropping a brand new backtesting site, which in my opinion, it probably is the best, the cleanest, the smoothest backtesting software or website out here right now. It's Big Gains Club and More Trades. If you guys don't know who these guys are, they're pretty well-known traders, especially on TikTok. But yeah, these guys partnered up together. They dropped a pretty nice backtesting site, and in today's video we're going to be backtesting the Flow State V2 model. I'll show you all the cool little things that they have that, you know, FX Replay and Tradezilla don't have. So real quick, I kind of just want to give you guys an overview of the website. It's called Tradeful.net, and I'm also going to be running a giveaway. So if you sign up using my link, you are eligible to win 5 50K zero plan with Alpha Futures. So there will be 5 winners, and it's 5 50K zero plan Alpha Futures. So if you guys don't know what those plans are, go to Alpha Futures. You guys can see what the plans are. But I'm giving away 500 accounts if you guys sign up using my Tradeful link. I want to support my buddies, and they dropped a pretty dope backtesting website. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you guys do, at the end of this, after I run through everything and show you guys everything about Tradeful, you guys can sign up using my link. You guys will be eligible for that funded account giveaway. And they're also, on top of that, they're also doing their own funded account giveaway for anybody who signs up. So if you guys want to double your chances at funded account giveaways, make sure you guys sign up using my link. And the link will be in the description of this video. Somewhere in the description, you'll see it, but it'll be down there. Anyways, going on to Tradeful.net, you guys see Elevate Your Trading Strategy. Very clean, super simple backtesting website, which is something that a lot of traders overlook, quite frankly, to be honest. A lot of people are like, I don't really like backtesting. I don't want to backtest, whatever. But they have really cool things that like FX Replay and Tradezilla don't have. You know, those guys offer backtesting as well, but they have a trade journal. They have backtesting, they have performance insights. They have actually a diary, so you can like write your rules down too and see if you follow them through the backtesting session. Again, more on that here in a little bit. But yeah, gain clarity with your trading diary. It helps you analyze emotional triggers, reduce impulsive decisions, improve trading discipline for more consistent success. You know, were there any specific concepts used to enter this trade? When you answer yes, you have a 12% higher chance of winning compared to your general performance. So you can write down rules or certain things before entering a trade, and it'll give you statistics on whether or not you're going to win, like if you have a higher percentage of winning or losing. Really cool. FX Replay does not offer this, and Tradezilla does not offer this either. Cool thing that Tradeful has is a prop firm mode that nobody else offers, and I'm pretty sure the other backtesting sites are going to start copying this because, you know, prop firm trading is a big thing within the trading industry right now, and I'm sure everybody watching this video, including myself, uses prop firms. So if you want to test your strategy, if you want to test your model, test your discipline, test your psychology using specifically a prop firm mode and not manually doing it, you can do it with Tradeful, which is really cool. You can organize notes in folders, so you can organize lost trades, profitable trades, and like break-even trades, etc. And the cool thing here is pricing. They are the cheapest backtesting website out here that offer the most value, which again, you guys just seen everything there. And we're going to run through it. We're going to do a whole backtesting session. So stick to the end of this video. I got, you know, another little thing for you guys if you stick to the end of the video and throughout the video. Make sure you don't skip. Anyways, if you get billed yearly, you get this for $29 a month, the premium plan. You get everything. So if you do monthly, even the monthly is even way more cheaper than FX Replay, Tradezilla, right? So you get everything plus more. So now that I gave you guys kind of a brief overview, let's go ahead and jump right into Tradeful, and let me show you guys how to backtest with this and show you all the cool little features that it has. All right, so coming on to Tradeful, once you make an account and you sign up and do all that good stuff, you are going to be prompted here into this little menu. So you have the start backtesting option over here to the left. You have the dashboard where you will see all your stats once you have sessions and models and everything. So I already have the Flow State V2 in here. I already made a strategy for it for this video. And then you have the trading diary. Okay, so you can create your diary here. You can create your Tradeful diary. Post-trade analysis, right? You have 7 yes or no questions after each trade to build a database of your trading decisions and outcomes, which is fucking amazing, right? How it improves your trading. 75% win rate when you don't follow your trading plan versus 30% when you don't. Or when you do follow your trading plan versus when you don't, right? 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio when you wait for confirmation signals. This is awesome because it helps you identify patterns in your trading behavior that you might not notice. All right, so we're going to create our diary questions just for the sake of this video so I can show you this cool little feature. So we can so we could do this, right? We'll just pick from the suggested questions, but you can make your own here, which is really useful. So did you take your trade within a macro time? Did you see at least 3 confluence for an entry? Did you enter long or short? Yes for long, no for short. Did this have every confluence in your entry model? Let's click that. Do you have a higher time frame point of interest line? Okay. Did you buy below a low or sold above a high? That's a very good one. Did you use an IFEG? Did you follow your risk management plan? Do you have a clear exit strategy? Okay, so that's 7 questions. You're gonna have at least 7 questions, and we're gonna create that diary, okay? So I'll show you how this works in real time. So let's start backtesting. All right, let's select the session. Let's create a session, and let's just name this, YT video for YouTube, okay? And then the account balance, I like doing 150K accounts on prop firms. I don't really do anything less or above. The trading assets that we're going to do is YM, NQ, and ES. Now, they do offer gold futures, platinum futures, a bunch of Forex pairs. They even offer crypto and stocks. So all my stock goblins, if you guys want to come on here and practice stocks, they offer that too. The date, to be honest, we'll do something like towards the end of the year from last year. So we'll just do like the new year, something like that. Something pretty recent. I don't want to make this video super long, but I just want to show you the cool features that Tradeful has. So we'll just do that. The last week of 2024 for the first week. Trading strategy, flow state V2. And this is where you enable the prop firm mode. So cool thing, again, usually most prop firms nowadays, you guys can figure out your risk parameter for whatever prop firm you're trying to trade. But most prop firms have a 6% profit target and a 3% total loss limit. Again, that might look different for whatever futures props you guys are trading with, or even a CFD prop firm. If you guys are trading with the CFD prop firm, usually the profit target on those is going to be 10%. Total loss limit on those is going to be 10% as well. We want to do 3% total loss limit and then 6% profit target, because that's usually what it is. 6% on 150 is 9K, 3% is 4,500. So let's go ahead and create the session, and let's select the session, YT video, and let it load up here. So I already have my chart colors selected, and we are going to split this open into 3. I'm going to drag this up here. We're going to drag this up here. Cool thing about this is that they have a calendar, so I can filter this to United States, and we can do medium and high impact, and this is going to show me the upcoming news for the whole week. The thing I don't like about FX Replay that I really hate is that they don't show you the news until you progress through the week. Tradeful shows you all the news throughout the week, so that way you're prepared for it. Let's actually bring up the ES real quick. Over here to the left, we'll bring the NQ in the middle. NQ, there you go. Why did my light turn off, man? Turn on that light. Anyways, all right, and then we got the Dow Jones on the right. Okay, so let's go to the weekly. Let's see what we're working with on the weekly. I didn't turn on my interval, time, and data range. Okay, cool. Now we're on the weekly. All right, so right off the bat, what I'm seeing is that we have SMT up here, and we have SMT right here with the previous week high. Okay, so let's go to the daily. Okay, nice displacement, inverse the daily fair value gap. Let's go to the 4-hour. All right, nice. So we have an SMT up here, and we have a 4-hour change in the state right there with a very nice draw right here. So we got a really, really nice draw on liquidity right here, which is what I'd be aiming for coming into the next day. So we can actually kind of just play out what happens here. So nice. Yeah, we have a nice draw on liquidity. So let's jump over to the New York session, and it automatically goes to 8:30. So let's go New York. So these already have a selected time, so you can skip over to London, which is 2 in the morning, Tokyo, which is, I think, 8 p.m., and then Sydney. I don't know what time that is, but yeah, New York, London, and Tokyo. Tokyo's Asia, London is London, New York, New York. Okay, so this is 8:30, 13:30 UTC is 8:30 EST. So let's go to the 1 hour. It's actually our favorite time frame, so I don't got to keep doing this. Boom. And also, for you scalp demons, they have seconds charts. So if you guys want to fuck with the seconds charts, if you guys want to practice scalps on seconds, they have the seconds charts, which nobody else offers, surprisingly. Anyways, all right, so 8 o'clock, let's go ahead and fast forward to 9:30, because I do not want to do anything until 9:30. Oh, let's change this to the 1 minute too, so we don't skip over anything. All right, so 9:30, excuse me. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. So nice little fair value gap reaction to the downside. So I definitely want to see how 10 opens. So this is a 15-minute. Okay, so we had news at 10, correct? We did. We had pending home sales and PMI today. Cool. All right, so news is out of the way. We have 10 a.m. open lower. So I want to see if we can close within this previous 15-minute range right here. And so we're at 10:14, and we do. Awesome. And then YM is taking out that low, so we have a nice little SMT down here. So let's start scaling down to the 1 minute, because again, we're using flow state V2, so we have to wait for a range to form. If you guys haven't seen flow state V2, make sure you guys go to watch it on my YouTube. I'll put a little card on here on the top right, so you guys can watch it and then come back to this video, so that way you guys know and understand the model that I'm trading. Anyways, we need a range to form, and we need a 1 minute CISD because, again, the 15-minute, that's the higher time frame that's aligned to the lower time frame, which is the 1 minute. We do have a 1 minute CISD right here, and we do have SMT down here. So going back to the 15-minute, we have that 15-minute high being right there. I don't like the risk to reward here, though. But I'd like to aim for, like, to be honest, let's go to the 1 hour real quick. I'd like to aim for, like, maybe if we start retracing higher, I'd like to aim for this 1 hour fair value gap, this bigger one here. The one that broke through these lows, or at least at the minimum, this one right here. So let me go ahead and edit my thing here. There we go. That's a lot better. So I'd like to see a retracement back up before going lower, because right now shorts just don't make a whole lot of sense. The next sell side's all the way down here. So we've already dropped a lot in pre-market. So I would want a retracement before going lower. So with that being said, and we have change delivery on the 1 minute, and we do have SMT at the lows, I would like to execute either in this order block or this order block, since we already got the confirmation of a change in the state here. So we have this high being that 15-minute range high, and then we have, I believe, yeah, 905 high. We have this little high up here, and then that 1 hour fair value gap up there. So I like to execute in like an OB here, since this new 15-minute candle is opening lower. I have this order block here, and I have this order block here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to market enter. I think I'm just going to market enter for the sake of the video. So I'll just market enter, put a stop at the swing low, and then aim for that 1 hour gap with the SMT. So I'm expecting the SMT to hold. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then we want to click order. And this is the cool thing about Tradeful. It gives you a trade analysis breakdown. And another cool thing about the risk management with the profit mode is you can do risk-based entry, meaning you can use your initial balance and then set, like, you know, different things that you want to risk. So you can do a 0.25%, 1/4%, 0.5%, 1%, 2%, etc. I'm going to do 2% because this is personally what I do on evaluations, on top step combines, on Apex evals. I like going a lot heavier because I like passing these evals as quickly as possible. So I usually do 1 to 1.5 to 2% risk, and you can even change this, right? If you want to do 1.5% risk, you can do that as well. I like going 2% though, or even the whole thing, so that way I can pass it in one go. However, Top Step does have a thing where you have to reach, you know, they have a consistency rule. So depending on your prop firm, you have to pick and choose on how you want to navigate with prop firm mode. But this is a really, really cool thing that Tradeful does. And they give you, you know, the TP1s. If you pull out your RR tool, you can do, you know, quick ads and all this stuff, bro. This is like insanely useful. It's something that nobody really offers. And then, you know, you have your TP1, TP2, TP3, and you can just set, you know, quick ads, right? You can add a level if you want. Really, really cool stuff. So you don't have to manually like set your TP levels. You can, or manually like trim it. You can add it right here and you can do quick ads. So really, really cool stuff that Moore and Antonio did. So I'm going to risk 3K on this, and I'm going to shoot for 4,500 because that is the consistency with Top Step. I'm going off the Top Step rules here, so just to make it super simple. So let's place the buy order. All right, let's go ahead and click. So I think, okay, so I did not click on the market order, and let's go 2% now. And okay, everything should be good. Okay, so risk to reward, excellent. Position long, max loss, potential profit, et cetera, but we're shooting for 45 anyway. So execute buy order. Okay, so now we're in. We got a better entry. We messed up on the first one because I did a limit order, it didn't execute. So all G, we'll just do 4,500. That's all I'm looking for is 4,500. So technically, this is really a 1.49, which is fine. That follows my flow state V2 entry anyways. We can go ahead and fast forward this. Go ahead and fast forward. Oh, whoa. Got SMT with ES here. Wait, let's look at the 15-minute real quick. I don't like that. I want to see the 15 close within this range. Oh, I didn't close within that range, but we do have a range on ES now and YM, and we still have the SMT. So I'm hoping the SMT holds here. What time is it? 10:37. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay, and then once your TP or stop gets hit, it brings up the questions that we had selected before the session started. So did I take my trade within a macro time? I did not. Did I use at least 3 confluence for an entry? Yes. Did you enter long or short? Yes for long. No for short. Did this trade have every confluence in your entry model? Yes, it did at the time. Did you have a higher time frame point of interest aligned? Yes. Did you follow your risk management plan? Yes. Did you have a clear exit strategy? Yes. Great entry. And that saves your diary entry. And as you keep doing this, it starts recognizing different behaviors in your trading plans and in your trading patterns. And that way it'll tell you based on statistics and based on what you selected for your questions, okay, you are going to win more here by doing this, and you're going to lose a lot more by doing this and not following your rules. We already made the 4,500, so there's nothing for me to do here. So now I'm going to skip over to the next day. All right, so let's jump over to the next New York session, and let's go back to the 4 hour. Let's see what we ended up doing. Okay, so 4 hour looks pretty decent. I think we went up to that 1 hour gap, did we? Okay, yeah, so we went up to this 1 hour gap here, and yeah, pretty nice retracement. Now, I do want to see us go lower from here. On the 4 hour, we do have a 4 hour fair value gap and a 4 hour range. So I do like that for a little bit higher before going lower. So if we can get a tap into the 4 hour gap, which we did here, but this was yesterday. Okay. I'd like to see a 4 hour gap tap again on either ES or NQ before going lower. But I do like this 4 hour range that we had formed. So since we are at 8:30 here, and we have a nice little fair value gap, I like to see how market opens. Do we have any SMT here? It doesn't look like we do. So calendar, we have 9 a.m. Okay, so 9 a.m. has some news. Let's go ahead and fast forward to 9:30 here. So I'm clicking this. You can automatically play this as well, so that way you don't have to do it, and then the time is down here. So you can do that. I'll just pause it and I'll just keep clicking it, so that way I don't pass it. Okay, so here is 9:30. It just opened up. So let's go to the 15-minute. All right, so 15-minute sweep. Nice little manipulation right here. All right, so, okay, so big drop here. What's YM doing? Didn't really do a whole lot. We have a nice little SMT right here. 15-minute fair value gap ended up holding as well. So that's that. And then we have 1800 low, and we have the London low right here. So we have a couple lows that we could target because this thing is displacing lower. I would have preferred us to go higher first. Fortunately, that did not happen. Let's go to the 5-minute. Okay, so we have a 5-minute fair value gap right here. Let's go to the 1 hour real quick. So we technically do have a 1 hour range right here. Let's go to the 4 hour again. Let's see. Okay, so we do have a 4 hour range. So we have a 4 hour range right here. And 10 a.m. is about to open in 15 minutes. And let's go back to the 15-minute. So we do have a 15-minute change in the state of delivery right here. That's what price reacted to go lower. And we had SMT right there. So we do have this 4 hour range with the target being the London low. So that's right here. And what's in close proximity to this? The 1800 low, the current low of day. So with that being said, I like this 5-minute fair value gap. I would like to see this hold, to be honest. So I'm going to execute here, and my plan is if we can go to previous day low down here, that's where my target would be. Now, if I execute here, let's check out the RR real quick. If I execute here and I put my stop at this candle's high that formed that fair value gap, and I aimed for this, is about a damn near a 1-to-1. Okay, so I would go break even here or mitigate a lot of my risk. So that way it turns into, a better risk to reward. But right now it's like a 1-to-1 down to the 1800 low of day. So if we do hit that, I would mitigate my risk by about 0.5. Keep it up there. And if this goes all the way to previous day low with no trim, this is about a 2.34 RR, which follows my rules, follows my plan. So let's go ahead and execute. Let's go order. Let's do market order. Again, risk-based entry. So all I need is another $4,500 to pass this. So let's just calculate that real quick. So potential profit. So let's do a 1.5%. Okay, that's a little too much. Let's do 1.25. All right, that's exactly what I need right here. If we can get down to previous day low, max loss is 1800. That's perfectly fine. And let's execute sell order. Okay, so now we're in, and I want to pay attention to YM and ES, making sure we don't have any SMTs here. All right, so let's go ahead and play this out. Okay, I don't like the fact that we inversed that fair value gap. I do not like the fact that we inversed it. Okay, I don't like that. We have SMT up here with ES and YM, so NQ is the weakest out of the three pairs. You see that? So we took out the 7 a.m. high, and we took out the 9:30 high over here. So we do have SMT. Please don't stop me out. Oh, beautiful SMT to delivery here. Okay, so we just took all that out. I'm actually just gonna trim. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and trim this. I don't want to close, but I do want to trim. Well, I'll just close it. Fuck it. So I just ended up closing that. So we didn't execute in a macro time, I don't think. Did you use at least 3 confluences? Yes. Did you enter long or short? Did this trade have every? Yes, it did. Did you have a clear exit strategy? Yes, kinda. No, actually, no, I didn't. I did not have a clear exit strategy because I told you guys in the beginning I wanted to mitigate the risk when it took those levels, but I ended up getting out. Did you have a high time frame point of interest aligned? Yes, I did. Did you follow your risk management plan? Yes. Create entry. All right, so I smacked that trade. Don't think I'm gonna look for another one, to be honest. I don't like the fact that we inverse that. Not super clean. I like the fact the SMT delivered, but I'm not really feeling this day, to be honest. We already took out this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to the next day, which this is New Year's Eve. I think they close early on this day, no? I know the market is closed for New Year's Day, so we're gonna have to skip all the way to Thursday. Let's skip over to Thursday. And oh shit, so we ended up taking previous day low, but we would have been stopped out at break even anyways. So all right, so this is Tuesday. Okay, so we got to skip over again. By the way, if you are tired of trying to figure all of this out on your own, I want to let you know about my direct one-on-one mentorship that I currently have open. Inside, you get direct access to me, so you're never left guessing. We do daily live streams where you can ask questions in real time. I personally review your trades every single week and give you feedback, so that way you know exactly what to fix. And you'll also have a personal psychology coach to keep your mindset sharp and consistent. This is not just about learning strategies or models. It's about building you into a confident, profitable trader who knows how to execute. If you want to take your trading to the next level, just click that first link in the description down below or the one in the comments that's pinned and apply for the mentorship while spots are currently open. Without further ado, let's get back into the video. Okay, so again, this was New Year's, so the market is closed for New Year's, so we would skip over to Thursday. So let's go to the 4 hour and let's see what we're working with here. All right, so nice little range completed here on the 4 hour. Yeah, nice SMT divergence there and nice little range again on the 4 hour completed right here. Beautiful range right there on ES and NQ. All right, let's lock in here. So we have a nice little high right here that we do have SMT at. And oh, we just hit this 4 hour gap that I wanted to get hit on YM and yes. So let's go down to the 1 hour time frame and let's look for some ranges. Now, do we have news on Thursday? We have unemployment claims at 8:30, which 8:30 is right now, and then we have PMI at 9:45. So interesting bit of news here. So we do have, let's go back to the 1 hour so I can show you guys this. So okay, so the 4 hour, let's go back to the 4 hour. So this 4 hour candle, we have about an hour and a half till the next 4 hour candle, but this is the manipulation candle, or I'm suspecting it is, because we do have SMT up here and with this 4 hour fair value gap right here, the 10 a.m. Monday 4 hour candle high. So we have SMT here and SMT there. On the 1 hour, we also have a range formed here. Okay, so we had completed that 4 hour CRT, but we also have a range right here. Okay, so let's go to the 5 minute and let's look for our CISD. So the CISD comes in right here. Boom. So I would like to, right before news, I'd like to put a limit right here. If it hits, it hits. It doesn't, it doesn't. I don't really care, but I'm just going to do a pre-market limit and then stop above here, TP that low right there. So this is about a 3.34 RR, and we only need about 2,500 bucks. So we don't need to like risk the house on this, to be honest. So let's go order and let's do, I think 1% would pass this, right? Let's see here. Let's go. Is this, I don't think this is right. Let me go ahead and go here. Order. Oh, I'm market order. I'm dumb. So let's go limit order and let's go 1%. What would that be? 5,000, way too much. So I don't even need to risk that much. All I need is about $2,500. So let's risk about, let's do 0.6%. 0.6%. Cool, we could work with that. All right, so let's go, let's even go 0.55 because I don't want this to go over it, because I don't want, Top Step to be like, oh, you went over a little bit, you got to make a little bit more money. So let's go place sell order. So we have a nice little limit order here. And here is news. I want to make sure if we get some sort of SMT around here. If we don't get it, we don't get it. It's all good. Okay, so we're in for a sell here. Perfect tap of the 15 or the 5 minute CISD, excuse me. We have a nice range on the 1 hour time frame with 6 a.m. being our range, this being the manipulation candle on the 1 hour, and then this third candle being the distribution if it could go lower. If it doesn't complete it by 8 a.m., then I would expect 9 a.m. to do it. So here is 9 a.m. and TP hit. And we passed a top step account or 5 if you copy trade 5. So did you enter during a macro time? I did not. Did you use at least 3 confluences for an entry? I did. Did you enter long or short? No, short. Did this trade have every confluence in your entry model? Yes. Did you have a clear exit strategy? Yes. Did you have a higher time frame point and interest aligned? Yes. Did you follow your risk management plan? Yes. Create entry. Cool. So we have completed it. Excellent work. You've demonstrated the skills needed to succeed in prop trading. Close. And that's how you do it, using the flow state V2. So let's jump into, I don't even need to trade the New York session anymore. So let's jump in over to the next day. And can I still trade this? I still can. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I could still trade this. So let me close this out. And let's go ahead and go to the 4 hour. So we have a fresh funded account here on a Friday. I don't like trading Fridays, but we're going to do it for the sake of this video here. All right, so let's pretend that we have a fresh funded account. All right, so we have a balance of 159. We can just pretend that we have a new fresh funded account at 150, flat 150. And then I'll show you how much I usually risk on a funded account when I get funded. So I will suggest that to more. And Antonio, whenever you pass a funded account challenge on prop mode, to just reset it as a funded account and have like a funded account mode, I think that would be really, really cool. Let me know if you guys would like that. And if you guys like that suggestion, I'll let them know. And I think that would be a cool little add-on with the prop for mode, is like have like a funded mode. So that way, you know, you could kind of see like your behaviors in evalve trading and in funded trading. That way you guys can come up with plans as well for it. Okay, cool. So jumping on to Friday, we have this range that we're in right here. So we have the, what is this, 10 a.m. 4 hour candle range. So we are just ranging in this in all the assets. If you guys just see this 4 hour candle, boom, that's what we're ranging in. So what I want to see is one of these extremes get hit, or just some sort of internal range to form. Let's check the news real quick. So we have PMI at 10, which is, okay, so we have PMI at 10 today on Friday. So 10 is going to be our key time. So let's go ahead and fast forward to 10. I don't see anything so far besides this little SMT right here with this fair value gap on the 1 hour with YM. So we have the SMT right here with YM. Let's go ahead and fast forward this to 9:30. I'm keeping track of the time right here on the bottom right. So let's fast forward this to 9:30. Don't really care what anything else. So let's go to the 15, see what's going on down here. So we do have SMT. All right, so let's fast forward this, and here is 9:30. So we just took out this internal buy side right there. And okay, so we have news at 10. So let's see what 10 does. Okay, so 10 open lower. Okay, so we have SMT down here with YM. You guys see that? The, what is this, 9 a.m. low? So SMT down here with YM. Okay, so SMT down there with YM. We do have 10 a.m. open. I want to see if we can take this range high. Oh, we did not take the range high. Let's go to the 1 minute, because the 1 minute is aligned to the 15 minute. So this is our current range right here on the 15 minute. We did get SMT up here, a bearish SMT. Okay, so let's go to the 1 minute. Now, this is within a macro time, and now it's 10:10. Okay, so it's outside of the macro now. Okay, so we just got the change in the state right here on NQ. I would have liked and preferred to have seen that 4 hour range high get taken. So I'm not going to take this. I'd much rather just tape read this. And it delivered down to the 15-minute low, which is good. Damn, bro, it's fucking storming crazy outside. My bad if you guys heard my dogs barking and lightning striking and crazy out here in Florida. Hurricane season. Wild. Anyways, we just took out that 15-minute CRT low. So let's go back to the 15-minute. Tap the 15-minute fair value gap. We have SMT at these lows now with YM. So, okay, so we're forming a range from the looks of it here on ES. But ES is the kind of the weaker pair. So I definitely want to wait. So we do have a 5-minute range, but I want to definitely wait for like a better looking range. Like ES has a better looking range in my opinion. Like we have some nice relative equal highs, and like we haven't closed below this candle's low. So I definitely don't, look at my dog, she's coming in right there. Anyways, all right, so I definitely don't want to see us close below the 9:30 low. If I go to the 1 minute, we do have a change in the state of delivery though. So I probably will execute here. So I'm going to execute here up to this. So I'm going to mark it. Or actually, I'll just set a limit here. If it hits, it hits. It doesn't, it doesn't. We'll do close to 2R, which is fine. So I will order, limit order buy. This is kind of decent. So since we're technically on a funded account now, I will do about 0.5% risk. So max loss, if it hits, is 750 and potential profit is 1500. So let's go ahead and place buy order. So we have a limit on ES. I like the change in the state. I like the displacement a little more. Looks like ES is a little bit stronger than NQ right now at the moment. So let's go ahead and fast forward this. If it hits, and we are in for a buy on ES here. So my target is the 15-minute CRT high. That, do we have the same? No, okay. So this range, the same 930 range was completed on NQ, but not completed on ES. So I'm expecting ES to go take that high now since we got the 1-minute confirmation and we have a clean 15-minute range here. So we also have the inside range as well. So all those highs line up with that 930 high. So this is pretty clean. And did we enter into macro? We did not. So let's go ahead and fast forward this. Let's fast forward this. Oh, it edged the TP. Come on. Boom. TP hit. All right. It was not in a macro time. Did I use 3 confluences for an entry? Yes. Did you enter long or short? Yes. Did this trade have every confluence in your entry model? Yes. Did you have a clear exit strategy? Yes. Did you have a higher time frame point of interest aligned? Yes. Did you follow your risk management plan? Yes. Boom. And that's it. Now we're up, 1,500 on a brand new funded account. Bro, it is absolutely pouring outside. My goodness gracious, dude. It is crazy out there right now. All right, so anyways, it's pouring outside, so pretty crazy. I hope the power doesn't go out. Anyways, let's go check out the stats now. So the way you want to exit here is you just click the slow exit button on this movable thing. And, it's done. Challenge passed. And let's actually go to the... Where is it? YouTube video. Okay. So all you got to do is just come back to the dashboard here, go to the dashboard and then select your session. You can select your strategy, but since I've only backtested once on here for the YouTube video, it's the same thing. But if you were to open up another session and backtest the same model, in a different week or something like that, then the strategy will be different. But, since it's the same thing, since I've backtested it once, it's going to have the same analytics as the session and the strategies. So anyways, for the session, we have an average RR of 2.25. The trade win percentage is about a 66.7. Average P&L, we didn't lose once. Wait, did we lose? We had 2 break evens, 4-1. That's fucking crazy. Okay, prop firm challenges. So we have 1 passed. Prop firm status passed. So we made about 10.6. Again, you passed at 9K for top step. So we're up 1,500 on a brand new funded account. So absolutely crazy. Again, calendar, you have the calendars here. If you guys have any suggestions for Tradeful, let me know and I will let Antonio and more know. But I'm thinking that, for one suggestion is I'm thinking that they have like a funded account mode. So once you pass the challenge on the prop firm mode, they like move you to like a funded account mode. So that way it's like a little bit different. You have like data for the prop firm eval mode, and then you have data for the funded account mode. I think that would be a cool suggestion. Let me know you guys' thoughts on that. But that is going to be the backtesting session for Flow State V2 using Tradeful. Again, if you guys want a chance or to double your chances at free funded accounts, I'm doing a 550K Alpha Futures Zero Plan funded account giveaway for those that sign up using my direct affiliate link with Tradeful, which will be down in the description below. Tradeful is also doing a funded account giveaway for anybody that signs up. So if you guys want to double your chances, use my link down in the description below. It's an amazing backtesting software. I'm going to continue to use Tradeful to backtest with my students. I'm going to have all my students use Tradeful as well. Again, if you guys want to double your chances at some funded account giveaways, use my link to sign up with Tradeful today, and I will announce the winners at the end of this month. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of the Flow State V2 using Tradeful. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. Have a good rest of your guys' day, and I will catch you guys later.